can you go already?
Okay. Hi guys, this is Tiffany.
It's Emily.
And welcome to our channel, To Mercury and Mars.
So, it's been probably like a year, a little less than a year, but we did buy our tickets like February 18th to go to Japan. And we haven't really made a video about how we planned our trip, how we bought tickets, where we stayed, and even with Korea, we haven't really showed you guys that, and you guys have had questions on it. So what we're gonna do is do a video of basically how we planned our trip, and what we did there, how we went on around, what's the culture like, and that's basically what we're gonna be doing. Last year was Tiffany's first time going to Japan. I actually went to Japan the year before in the summertime, and this time I stayed for only 4 weeks. Last time I stayed for 6 weeks.
And I was in Japan for 3 weeks total, and we went to Korea for 4 days, and it was on the second week we were there.
And so we're gonna start talking about Japan first. I knew how to kind of get around. Like, I specifically remember how to get from the airport to my boyfriend's house where we were staying. So, which is really odd that I did remember that because it was a whole year after. But
I definitely recommend that you do it early in advance,
but not too
early, because there will be discounts.
Yeah. So we actually checked. I checked like every single day to see if the prices went down. And when we bought our tickets, the week after, the prices went down even lower.
Yeah, so definitely recommend looking around at different websites, different airlines especially. We were specifically looking for Delta, Cathay. I looked on kayak.com, if you guys know of that, and it tells you all the airlines, and I checked on that every day. So it gives you the prices for all the airlines going to Japan. So that's good to check out. And in March, we finally bought our ticket. It was in class too. And we were like freaking out.
She slapped me in the middle of class. She was like, oh my god!
I was like, this is happening. We gotta buy tickets because it dropped on Delta from like 1,500 to like 900. And we're just like, because that was the cheapest we saw for a while. So we were just like, let's act on it and let's just buy it. But we definitely recommend to buy tickets like Tuesday to Thursday. It's like cheaper that way.
I think we got ours on a Wednesday.
Yeah, we got it on a Wednesday. Don't buy it on the weekends. I feel like it's more expensive.
Or Monday. Yeah. And start planning your trip starting on like on the weekday. Like Monday, did we leave on Monday?
Yeah, we left on a Monday.
But like most of the time, Monday trips are kind of expensive because that's when business trips start happening. So try to go, always put like, if you're not going for a specific day, always put like flexible dates.
Yeah,
see your cheapest dates. Because there's a day difference it could be like $100, $200 savings. So.
Yeah, and me and Emily really like to plan ahead. So we made a calendar for every single day of the week we were there and what we're doing specifically on each day, just so we feel like at ease and that we don't waste our time in Japan trying to figure out where we're going, rather like us having the schedule like all set up and we're ready to go, you know?
And obviously we didn't we followed it mostly, but like on days where we were like, oh, I'm really tired from like going to Disneyland all day, let's start the day later, let's go somewhere else that's closer and a little easier to get to. So.
You can be flexible with your calendar, of course, but just like giving yourself a guideline of what to expect each day.
So when we actually planned our trip, we were lucky. My boyfriend was already over in Japan, so we didn't have to pay for our hotel. We just stayed at his apartment, which was kind of far from like Tokyo, but it was only like a 40-minute train ride. And speaking of trains, that's actually how we got around. We never took the bus, we only took the trains. We didn't have internet while we were there, so what we did was at home we would Google Map it, and Google Map does work pretty well for your public transportation in Japan. So we Google mapped it, figured out what stations we needed to get to, screenshotted that, and then just took that around because most likely the trains aren't going to change. For trains, if you're not going to like a small like station, I'd recommend taking the limited express because that's like your main station. So if you look on the map, it'll say like a green one or a black one, and those are the ones we took. Most of the time we took the KQ line to get up to Tokyo, and then while we were in Tokyo we used the JR line, which is like what everyone uses. If you're staying for only a few days, I think the pass might be a really good idea, like the JR pass for foreigners, but we actually bought our Suica card because we were staying for 3 to 4 weeks, and we weren't staying only in Tokyo. We actually just put money in the Suica card, which I don't have with me right now. I would show it to you, but I don't have it. I think
we'll insert a picture right here.
I think it cost like, I think in total it was like $5 US dollars to start it.
You just add how much you want
at the trains, That's what we did, and I think that was a little cheaper for us just because we were taking KQ, we were taking a bunch of different lines. We went to like Fuji-Q, which we had to pay a completely separate ticket for that, and so it was easier just having the pass, and it was easier not having to buy a ticket every single time, just loading that card up. So you can just buy it at every convenience store.
And what's great about these cards is you can use them at the convenience store too, or it's like a credit card basically, but I mean a debit card, and then you can just use it to buy food and stuff.
You can actually use it at like the mall if some stores actually accept that at the mall. So.
I know nothing about Japan, like literally nothing. I don't even watch anime. I know zero, and so I didn't know what to expect, like the people there, but everyone is really nice. Well, that's what we experienced. Everyone was super nice and friendly, had no difficulty getting around, asking people for help. They were really helpful, especially at the train station.
Like when I dropped my sunglasses down
on the very first day, Emily,
like the first hour we were in Japan.
Emily dropped her sunglasses under the train, like where the rails were. She dropped it down. And I was like, we're doomed.
I'm just gonna leave it there. I don't care.
We're never getting those back. But this, oh my god, they were so nice. The people working there they like called backup to get people to come in. They had these like long sticks to like grab stuff. They like got it.
They like went under the train and got it. I was like, oh my god.
It was like
the most sweetest people. I was literally just like, I'll just buy new sunglasses.
Yeah, it was like what, $10 sunglasses, like not like expensive, but I can't believe they just got it back for us.
They were so nice.
And they didn't expect anything in return either. Like I felt really bad. I felt like I had to pay the money or something, but nope. They were just
all
like,
I could say was thank you.
Train etiquette. I did not know about this. When we're going up the escalators, you always have to stand on the left if you're gonna stand. The reason why they do that is because everyone walks on the right side, especially because people are in a hurry, they walk on the right side. Sometimes we're lazy and we're just like, I'm gonna stand on this escalator, so we stand on the left so that people can walk up on the right. I was not used to that because I'm used to standing on the right-hand side and people going up, but
it's the opposite.
It's the opposite.
That is on all escalators, like at the mall, on the train station. Like for here, like everywhere. If you take BART, you do that as etiquette, but over there, every single escalator is the same.
Yeah.
Oh, let's talk about elevators too. When you go into the elevator, generally you press open door, you hold the door out and let like older people go out, and then when everyone is in the elevator, you actually press door close.
You don't wait.
You don't wait for the door to close on you. You just, if everyone's inside, you held the door for them to let everyone come in, and then you press door close. It saves so much time, and I actually started doing that when I came back. We
don't cook at all. I think we cooked like one day, and we cooked for like one day. We ate like instant ramen, but we basically ate out every single day. And
or convenience store.
Yeah, convenience store. Convenience stores are great because food there is pretty cheap. You can get like an unigiri for like $1, $2. If you go actually eat out at like ramen stores or like,
it's still pretty cheap.
It's still pretty cheap. I think minimum is like $8 or maybe cheap now, like $6. I saw $6 ramen before, but
we always got the good one. Though.
$8 is like pretty decent. What a lot of the stores, what they do is they have a machine that's like a vending machine. You kind of just press which ones you want, and then it just says the price on it. They come out with a little ticket. You take the ticket, you give it to the chef or like the person working there. They'll like just bring your food out. You don't have to like wait for them to get your order and all that stuff. It's like in, out, quick and stuff. But I like that. Very efficient.
But the vending machines aren't actually in English. Most of the time it's just in Japanese, and some restaurants actually have a picture, but sometimes they don't. Some of them, like where we were staying around the restaurants, because it was kind of like a place where a lot of Americans were, they had English translation, but you really just had to Russian roulette it, and so that's what we did. We were fine, it was fine for us.
Yeah, a lot of winging and stuff, but it was great.
And if you don't know and you see a dish that you want that someone's eating, we kind of ask like, oh, what's that? And then they point to us on the vending machine. So.
But a lot of times when you go in those restaurants, they won't speak to you in English, they'll speak to you in Japanese. But I think because we're Asian, it makes it harder for them to figure out. But even for other foreigners, they speak to them in Japanese. So they're not afraid to like just...
But they're super nice.
They're really nice, and you can get away with just looking at pictures. A lot of places, it's really expensive depending on what you want to buy. I was on a budget, so I didn't want to spend too much. But shopping wise, I think the cheapest place...
Forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I did love all the clothes at Forever.
Yeah, it was like very towards Japanese people, so it was very cute and like girly stuff.
And the sizing was kind of, it fit like American sizing. Like, I bought like medium size stuff, and I wear medium size stuff at Forever here too. But in like Shibuya store, they're like, I couldn't really fit like.
Yeah, in like Harajuku, that's not the case. I think Forever is very international, but other stores like in Harajuku, those stalls that we walked past by, it's like very limited clothing wise, and it's kind of expensive. So we walked to like Liz Lisa and stuff, and the stores, those are like very brand name stores. It's very expensive. We didn't get to buy any of that stuff there. I think I only bought one skirt in Japan, and it was in Forever 21. So
I bought socks at Shibuya.
We didn't buy much because it was pretty expensive. But you would expect, I think I would expect clothes starting from like 30 bucks and up. I don't think I've seen anything cheaper except for at Forever 21. We bought socks in Japan. I think they're like $3 to $5 each.
But they're really cute.
They're cute, so that's why I'd buy it. Other than that, I really wouldn't. Yeah. So thanks for watching our Japan video. We're gonna do a Korea one and basically the same thing of what to expect in Korea and things like that, how we bought our tickets. So stay tuned.